So guys, I'm going to be finally doing a review on the Benchmade 275 Adamas, or a Bushcraft review on the Adamas. And I do want to make that a note, I'm not really going to be going into the everyday carry. There are already quite a few reviews on this knife about everyday carry, and so this is going to be primarily focusing on its performance, doing bushcrafting-like tasks. Obviously, folders. Each knife has folders, fixed blades, neck knives, all have their own kind of individual what I would do with them if having them. So it does all those requirements very well, and if you want to know what those requirements are, go look at other videos. I've mentioned it in many other videos, what generally folders are generally supposed to do. And this knife does really well at them. It does just as well, or maybe just a little bit less, than the Paramilitary 2. But where this knife really holds its own as far as folders go is being very, very robust and being able to just take a beating. And actually, it's one of the few folders, production folders, really out there that can be batoned without anything, or in the locked position be batoned without even caring. I mean, this locking mechanism is very, very heavy duty, and sorry, my camera does not like to focus on dark things, regardless of how far or close they are away. So I don't think I'm going to get any focus shots on this thing. But anyways, there's its locking mechanism. Regardless how terrible that resolution is, I'm pretty sure it's going to be bad. But anyways, this is, like I said, very robust folder. More robust than just about any other production folder out there, mainly due to that lock. Other than that, it is a Cybert design made out of D2 tool steel. So its edge retention is just as good, maybe a little bit less, but pretty much just as good as CPM S30V. This is coated, so the only part you have to worry about rusting is obviously the very cutting edge of this, and this has rusted a little bit. So it definitely can rust, but like I said, you're only going to get rust right there on the shiny, or right at the cutting edge. So that's a very nice feature. Other than that, there's not too much more to say about it. Like I said, it will definitely work. It is going to be a little bit more expensive. This knife is $170, whereas the Paramilitary 2 is only around $136. So it's a little bit of a jump in price. But then again, if you want and or need that robustness in design, you'll definitely have to pay for it. But anyways, guys, so that's just about all I have to say about it. It is really good. I guess we'll go over the technical specs. I'm not really known for going over the technical specs, just because you guys can find them so easily. But the edge is 3.82 inches. The handle, I don't even remember what the handle is actually. I think it's somewhere around 4 inches. But blade thickness rather, is 0.16 or 5/32. The weight is actually pretty hefty at 7.8 ounces, if I remember correctly, like 7.8 something ounces. So it is a pretty heavy folder, but then again, if you look at it, thick steel liners, really thick slabs of G10, and a really thick blade. I mean, that's much thicker than a lot of normal folders out there. So anyways, guys, I'm going to try and keep this brief, and I'm out.